I just realized that it might not be the best idea to open a 1999 Barolo without a Durant, but I don't have it. So this is gonna be fun. Oh, good gracious, pray for me. Conterno, I hope you are producing some solid cork. It doesn't feel soft. Oh my god. Oh my god. I mean, shit, this is intact. Definitely not corked. Hello, wine lovers! Today we are diving into something really special. So happy to share this with you. Meet my friend, the 1999 Giacomo Conterno Barolo, Cascina Francia in Serralunga d'Alba. What a name! But first, a little backstory. The name Conterno, the family Conterno, is really synonymous with so many superlatives in the wine world. The Conterno family roots date back to the beginning of the 20th century. Giacomo's father, Giovanni Conterno, started a wine bar in the village of San Giuseppe in 1908. That is more than 100 years ago. Excuse me, or shall I say, scusi. Back then, Barolo is typically sold in casks and is really made for early drinking. But Giacomo had a little different vision. He decides to craft a Barolo with a long and strong aging potential. Attention, these wines are not meant to be drunk young. You will not enjoy them. The tannins and acidity will be so harsh, you don't want to do it to yourself. Anyway, Giacomo succeeded, and now his wines are amongst the most iconic in the entire world. So, okay, but what makes these wines so iconic? Three things, I would say. First, an absolute perfectionist of a winemaker. Then you have celebrity admirers. We've got Winston Churchill, we've got Sophie Loren, we've got Ernest Hemingway. All praised his wines for this, as they say, powerful elegance. And of course, number three, I would add auctions. Let me explain. You gotta attract those wine collectors and break some records in auction sales. One of the best examples was a bottle of Giacomo's Barolo sold at $10,000. 1974, the Conterno family acquires a vineyard called Cascina Francia. Cascina, I think from Italian translated, this is like a farmhouse, and Francia is like French, so like a French, which is a very strange name for a vineyard. But I don't want to criticize, because I've seen a lot of German vineyards, and trust me, if we talk strange, this country wins in naming vineyards. Anyway, Cascina Francia is a vineyard in Serralunga d'Alba, which is a commune or a village. And this plot, this vineyard, is really a gem. It has this perfect sun exposure and beautiful calcareous soils, which are absolute amazing for our Nebbiolo grapes. And also what's important to know is that Cascina Francia is a monopole vineyard, meaning it is exclusively owned and operated only by the Conterno family. So they have basically complete control over the viticulture, which is crucial if you want to produce a very high quality wines. In 2010, Italian winemakers, they decide to rename Cascina Francia into just Francia. So basically all the wines from 2010 are going to have just Francia on the label. Same vineyard, just they decided to cut out the farmhouse. Doesn't sound very good, does it? Sorry. All right, let us zero in on this particular bottle. It is a 1999 vintage. So we have a critic who writes, 1999 is considered one of the truly epic vintages of the last 3 decades. I read a lot about how firm they are. The 1999 vintage is characterized by having this very classical style, and, you know, most of the critics do say that this can do 20 years plus. So we are in pretty perfect, or we should be in a pretty perfect drinking window now. Kind of like a sweet spot. Let's see what this we can find this powerful elegance. I'm drinking from Burgundy glass because I think that it is the most suitable glass to drink Barolos from. What do you think? Beautiful color. The color is just so pretty, kind of almost like Bernstein. Dude, very packed. It feels very thick. What do we have? We have a little bit of violets, very nice dark dried prunes, maybe even fig. I get a lot of, like, I sense a lot of sweetness from it as well. Maybe like a tint of tar, a little bit of leather, a touch of licorice, and maybe anise. Very deep sweet spice. Dates, this very thick, very dense. Okay, I'm super excited to taste it. Tannins are beautiful, very soft, super silky, very fine grained. Acidity is absolutely stunning. It's funny because I feel like I have in the finish, you have a little bit of those grapefruit skins, you know, something super fresh and even citric. Some dried cherries or cranberries as well. Super long. The tannins are just so perfectly integrated. This with acidity, they're just like, yes. I mean, let's talk about winemaking, right? So, like I mentioned, perfection, or this really meticulous work by the winemaker. It always starts in the vineyard. I mean, meticulous, really painstaking berry selection, obviously by hand. Sorting here is crucial as well. Now, as far as I informed myself, the son of Giacomo Roberto now invested heavily in one of the most modern sorting and destemming equipment. This would probably not be true for this wine yet, but Giacomo Conterno is also known for his very, like, to the point of nauseating, picking the healthiest berries. I also have here a very long, extensive maceration. That means, you know, that skin contact. You want to leave the juice in contact with the skins for a really long time to allow for the super gentle extraction of tannins, which is very important because Nebbiolo is a grape variety that has a lot of those tannins, and the methods of extraction play a very important role. The key here is also as low intervention as possible. And of course, the aim is to get this, you got it, terroir expression. I mean, I'm rolling my eyes because I feel like this phrase has become such a downer somehow. I don't know. You can find it on every single bottle. Fermentation is usually in those very large wooden casks, open casks, and the Barolo is aged in botti, which are large barrels from Slavonian oak that's in Croatia. And then they are released after, attention, 7 years. I know, it's quality, what can I say? And I think this really attention to details during the winemaking process, and in the vineyard, of course, is really what makes the winemaker prove his expertise and what makes the wines so suitable for aging and so wonderful to enjoy. Because you can see it's a state of art. It's an absolute pinnacle of quality. I love when the winemaker is so committed to quality and to really delivering the utmost perfection. I don't always get to drink these wines, but if I do, they're worth it. Alright, I am going to share this bottle with my celebrating boyfriend, and I guess this is a goodbye. Thank you very much for sticking around. Love y'all. I didn't go for decanting it. I don't know. I feel like it's, you know, let it be in its original clothing.